of the most prominent watch brands in the world, was founded more than 150 years ago. Since then, the firm has opened 170 stores and employs 1,600 people worldwide. Through the introduction of cutting-edge technological innovations like the TAG Heuer Carrera, the business has changed the face of watchmaking. This high-end business focuses on creating its own premium timepieces and accessories. Additionally, it sells eyewear and cell phones that were made with another company's license but still have the TAG Heuer trademark. Now that you know a little about its background, let's examine this well-known brand in more detail. We're Deluxe Living, and we're here to give you a taste of how the 1% live. Today, let us share with you the top 13 facts you didn't know about TAG Heuer. Remember to like this video, press subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we can keep you up to date with everything deluxe and more. Number 1. The corporation's real name isn't actually TAG Heuer. Initially known as Uhren Manufaktur Heuer AG or Heuer Watchmaking Incorporated in English, the business was established by Edward Heuer in Saint-Amour, Switzerland, in 1860. In 1985, TAG Group acquired the majority of the business, giving rise to the original TAG Heuer brand. Additionally, the name TAG Heuer carries a significant connotation because it combines the initial of the TAG Group and the last name of the founder, Heuer. Number 2. Heuer created a brand new timepiece that would revolutionize sports. The micrograph, a stopwatch that was precise to 1 by 100 of a second, was created by TAG Heuer in 1916. Time could now be accurately recorded with greater ease thanks to the invention. It quickly became clear that TAG Heuer was the greatest watch company for keeping time during sporting events. Other sports soon adopted them when one did so more quickly. TAG Heuer would eventually become the watch of choice for all kinds of sports. Number 3. Edward Heuer, the company's founder, only lived to reach 52. At the age of 20, Edward Heuer established his watchmaking business in 1860. Because of the superior quality of his timepieces, he developed a highly positive reputation. Heuer received his first patent for a chronograph, a timekeeping device, in 1882. He also invented other components that watchmakers still use today. Unfortunately, Edward was never able to witness the incredible success that his company experienced. At the age of 52, he passed away 32 years after it was founded. Number 4. TAG Heuer produces the most expensive smartwatch in the world, which costs $197,000. The most expensive smartwatch ever made, costing a whopping $197,000, was developed by TAG Heuer. Almost 24 carats of diamonds are set all over the new TAG Heuer connected modular smartwatch. It surpasses the $17,000 Apple smartwatch that was released in 2015. The 1.4-inch screen of TAG Heuer's latest wristwatch is compatible with the Apple iPhone. You can't even purchase items from stores using it. Number 5. The 1970s were nearly the end of TAG Heuer. The United States made the decision to abandon the gold standard and move toward floating exchange rates in the middle of the 1970s. This meant that the price of gold had no effect on U.S. foreign trade. As a result, the Swiss franc was much more valuable. Although that sounds good, TAG Heuer experienced significant issues as a result. Their timepieces were so expensive that no one in the US could purchase them. The company put a lot of time and effort into promoting their timepieces in the US, but to no success. The company didn't find some stability until the economic recession ended. Number 6. A doping scandal led to TAG Heuer dropping Maria Sharapova from their roster. Since 2004, tennis star Maria Sharapova has served as a TAG Heuer spokesperson. The athlete, however, was dropped by TAG Heuer and Porsche in March 2016 after a positive meldonium test. With almost $20.8 million in endorsement income the year before, Sharapova was the highest-paid female athlete in the world. TAG Heuer, however, believed they could not afford to be linked to an athlete involved in a major doping issue. Number 7. Following his divorce and sex scandal, TAG Heuer cut ties with Tiger Woods. Over the years, TAG Heuer has advertised their watches by using a variety of celebrities. For a while, both Brad Pitt and Tiger Woods served as the faces of TAG Heuer. TAG Heuer had to make the difficult choice nonetheless when Tiger Woods' face appeared in every publication around the globe in 2011 as a result of his sex scandal. Do they fire the spokesperson and run the risk of backlash? Or do they defend their reputation by removing a womanizing, adulterous sports figure from it? Tiger Woods was relieved of his role as a brand's face by TAG Heuer, and the company hasn't looked back. Before we get on to our 8th fact, remember to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos like this. Number 8. When he orbited the Earth, astronaut John Glenn wore a TAG Heuer watch. On the Friendship 7 mission in 1962, John Glenn became the first American to travel in space. In the end, he completed 3 Earth orbits in less than 6 hours. For the expedition, NASA required a trustworthy stopwatch, so they went with TAG Heuer. Glenn had a Heuer 2915A stopwatch on his wrist, making TAG Heuer the first stopwatch to ever venture into space. Number 9. A TAG Heuer Monaco watch worn by Steve McQueen in a movie went on to fetch $799,500 at auction. TAG Heuer enjoys getting in on the trend of actors wearing expensive watches in the movies. Steve McQueen wore a TAG Heuer Monaco in the 1971 film Le Mans. The company was then known as Swiss Heuer. The watch had a steel case and a face that was dark blue with silver and red accents. McQueen made the watch famous and it eventually sold at auction for $799,500. Number 10. TAG Heuer is the first Swiss watch with the ability to swap between connected and mechanical modules. The TAG Heuer Connected Modular 45 made history. In an effort to keep up with rivals and the development of smartwatches, the company unveiled a TAG Heuer Connected Modular 45 in March 2017. Its initial goal of keeping up to date and differentiating itself from other brands was far exceeded by this. In the end, it changed the course of smartwatch history. The watch has a ton of functionality packed in, including notifications, music, maps, voice commands, Google Fit, Android Play, and the Play Store. Wear OS powers the whole TAG Heuer Connected Modular collection, which was developed in partnership with Intel. Number 11. TAG Heuer invented a watch for football fans. In honor of becoming the official timekeeper of the Premier League for the 2018 to 2019 season, the company collaborated with them to create the new TAG Heuer Connected Modular Watch, which delivers immediate updates of what's happening in the football or soccer game. It alerts you by displaying the team's colors on the watch face when your favorite team scores. Number 12. TAG Heuer nearly got into trouble for copying a Seiko watch. When TAG Heuer unveiled the new caliber 1887, many compared it to Seiko's chronograph and wondered if the design has been stolen. TAG Heuer continued to claim ownership of the device despite criticism from the public and stated that it was totally designed in-house, even though this wasn't completely true because they had purchased intellectual property from Seiko Instruments. Once the truth was out, TAG Heuer's reputation suffered greatly. Number 13. In 1887, TAG Heuer invented the oscillating pinion. The stopwatch is made possible by the oscillating pinion, which was created by Heuer. It was constructed using a movable shaft supported by 2 sprockets. While the other pinion swings into the center wheel, one pinion is continuously engaged with the watch's second wheel. When the 2 of them finally meet, the watch has already started, and hitting the 3rd button causes the counter to stop. There was no reliable method for timing events prior to this discovery, and major watchmakers still utilize it today for mechanical chronographs. And those are the top 13 facts you didn't know about TAG Heuer. Do you have a favorite luxury watch brand? Tell us in the comments. Leave a thumbs up and press the subscribe button so you won't miss out on deluxe living.